Welcome, everyone, to Broken Sky Revelations, a roleplay repeat actual play using the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition rule set by Chaosium. My name is Ethan. I will be your keeper of arcane lore. And then we've got our players. We've got Greg. We've got Ryan, Daryl, and Dom.
Hello.
And we are here today to lose our minds. All right. When last we left off, our investigators had been attending the 6th anniversary gala for the Cleveland Museum of Art. There had been a strange incident wherein one of the servers put something in a tray of drinks that they were then carrying around the gala. But whatever dastardly plot was in play was foiled by a well-placed heel stomp from good old Tommy Moretti. After this, the drinks go flying everywhere, soaking Mayor Marsh, who then makes an impromptu speech. We go to Angus and Father Gabriel, who take the unfortunate server off to one of the corners of the gala and soundly interrogate him, managing not only to scare the poor server, but also all attendees that witnessed the interrogation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Meanwhile, Tommy confronts Creedence Hook, who is the one who spoke to the server before he put something in the drinks. But through their interaction, it appears that Creedence has no idea what he's talking about. Blue, from the band, has an eagle eye, a bird's eye view of the whole scene, but is unable to do much investigation on his own, and instead ingeniously directs traffic. We ended last session with the lights dimming. The reception, this mingling portion of the gala is over, and we are moving on towards the opening message here. Director Whitfield had taken the spotlight to introduce their keynote speaker, Dr. Creedence Hook of the Nouveau Pathetic. So, we open. The band has been quieted. The attendees, I presume, are all turned towards the back of the room where the spotlight is on Creedence, and he begins to speak. Good evening, all in attendance. It is my honor to speak here tonight on the 6th anniversary of the founding of the Cleveland Museum of Art, the jewel of our fine city. Let us first thank all those generous founders and donors who made this wonderful edifice possible. Many, I believe, are here tonight, once continuing their tradition of philanthropy and civic-minded duty here. Let us all give them a hand. Of course, yes, a hand. Thank you. Now, as you may know, I am the director of the New Hope Clinic. It is a clinic designed for the sole purpose of serving those less fortunate here in our city, attending to their health, their needs, and their general well-being. And it is for that reason that I feel a particular connection to the Cleveland Museum of Art. Since its founding 6 years ago today, June 6th, it has stuck to the motto of, for the benefit of all the people forever. And this is one that strikes true to my heart. This solemn aspiration has been the compass and promise of the museum for these 6 years, and the course has not wavered. the promise has been kept. Therefore, my New Hope Clinic has been, we felt it behooved us to help support this mission. And our method of doing so is to introduce a new exhibit to these fine halls. This is the New Hope and Fisher Spiritualism Collection. It is our hope that exposing the fine citizens of Cleveland to these cultures from around the world shall educate them on the interconnectedness of all people everywhere, and thereby improve their lot. And he goes on for about a half hour in this fashion.
While this is going on, I would like to scan the room to see if I see Dr. Lavard. At the same time, I lean over to the father and I say, I just realized something. I didn't realize it was the 6th anniversary of this museum. On the 6th of June, which is the 6th month, Father.
Father makes the silent blessing gesture.
It was just food for thought.
I'm still getting over
Eldritch
lying to me.
Father, he's a boy. They just do that.
He has a man.
I mean, is he really, though?
Well,
So at least they're having this
He
conversation.
wet his pants.
Blue, you feel a touch on your elbow. You turn, and you see there is Dr. Lavard.
Blue, I'm glad I found you. I think this is about time that we cut out. There's that thing I wanted to show you if you are, unless you are invested in this wonderful speech.
No, we can check it out, I think.
All right, okay. Well, I've got a few other people to pick up, but if you wouldn't mind heading over by the door there to the northeastern door.
Sure.
There. Thank you. All right. I'll be back momentarily.
There's a scuttling going on. Give me a spot hidden roll because you said you were looking.
Yes, I am.
That's kind of counted. I mean, I could dig it, I guess. I don't know. Either way, it's a 40 or 60 even, so it's still a success.
Okay. So you do see as you're looking around, kind of like speaking out the corner of your mouth to the father here, right? There's most people are kind of staying put, turn towards the stage, kind of keeping quiet, right? But out of the corner of your eye here, you do see the recognizable form of Dr. Lavard, kind of like,
Excuse me. No, sorry about that. Oh, hello, Timmy.
and making his way through the crowd. And you see him stop about halfway through the crowd and turn to speak to somebody.
Do I recognize the person he's speaking to?
In the dark now.
Father, look, it's the goat fella. Dr. Lavard.
Well, as he points him out, you can see him as well.
Hey. I'm off. I make my way towards him.
I follow right behind the father.
All right. Give me a listen roll.
That would be a 6 out of 40, sir.
That's a success.
That is an extreme.
That is an extreme success. So you hear a shuffling from off to your right. Look, and there is Dr. Lavard. He's walking to us.
Tommy, yes. I have that thing that I wanted you to take a look at. Would you mind coming with me? Oh, sorry, Joanne. No, I don't need to see your fabric right now. Yeah, all right.
As he's talking, you also hear a sound coming off to your left. Look, and you see that there are two men making their way towards you. One of them is enormous and hulking, and the other is a priest.
Kind of eyeball him a little bit.
They keep coming towards you.
Yes, Tommy. got a couple more people I need to go collect, but are you ready?
Couple coming now. Is these them? He turns to look.
Yes. Yes! Oh, sorry.
As he's starting to cause a disruption. But the two of you quickly make your way over.
Yes.
And
yes, it's good. Well, Blue is already over there, so if you wouldn't mind coming with me, thank you. Yes, excuse me. No, Michael, no, yes, why don't you go talk to Joanne over there?
and he leads you all over to the door.
There's a big industry with the fabrics today.
You know, it's the
Have I
fabric
told
of
you
our
I came from
society.
Scotland?
And they clear around.
Works every time.
All right. So the four of you make your way over to a door in the far northeast corner of the ballroom. You cause a little bit of a ruckus as you move, but people quickly turn away and back towards the speech. Creedence is talking about some small child with polio that he's managed to save by amputating both of their legs. That's not how polio works, but I'm not a doctor. So,
I am the
and he gets some applause for that, of course. Now, as you all arrive at this door,
I rolled an education check on that. You heard this, fella?
no, whatever he
He's full of
describes actually
stuff.
makes sense,
Oh.
but I'm not a doctor.
That's
So,
fair. All right.
you all arrived at the door, and Dr. Lavard looks over. All right, I think that's everybody. Now, would you have pulled Trixie with you, or would you...
No, I would have told her to wait here. I'm gonna
I'll
have some business with the doctor here.
Oh, hi, Cornelius. Oh, hello, Trixie. It's so good to see you. Why, I remember you from my niece's birthday. Right, yes, of course. How's your goat doing?
All right, so we return back to the door. All right, so he opens the door, and with it kind of echoes through the room. Everybody turns to look and then turns back. No, he leads you out this door. Do you follow? Okay. So as you step out, the door closes behind you, and you can see marble hallways stretching out directly ahead of you towards the north, and then one to the east as well. The lights here are dim. The rest of the museum is supposed to be closed at this point, but there's just enough light for all of you to not trip over yourselves and to see each other's faces. Cornelius says,
Yes, mind your step here. It's a little hard to see, but, saving electricity, and they didn't want any light leaking into the ballroom, etc., etc. I don't know the details. But in this way, please.
and he starts walking down towards the east. As you walk that way,
Is there piping allowed in here? No.
Yes, of course, it's 1922. It's good for your health. In fact, you hear from the ballroom, and there was, when I prescribed a 17-year-old man 7 packs of cigarettes a day to cure his asthma. Why, I tell you, it was the finest of medication. That of course fades away. As you walk down this hall, there are a few doors to your right and to your left. You see one that says classical art from ancient times until Alexander. And then on the left-hand side, you see exaltation of the pharaohs, right? The baubles of Babylon, right? These different exhibits from Mesopotamia and Egypt and Greece and Rome. And you would know that Dr. Lavard himself is actually the curator of classical art and sculpture. And so you would have at first imagined that you would be entering this section on classical art, right? But he walks past it. And instead, at the far end of the eastern hall, you come up against a wall
Door on the left, door on the right. The door on the left appears to lead towards a set of stairs that goes up. And on the right, it says the New Hope and Fisher spiritual collection.
That's interesting. Fisher.
Yes. I think it's Carl Fisher is a.
You don't say.
Yes, I believe he's a member of the board at the New Hope Clinic.
Was he here? I didn't see him.
I don't believe so. I think he just kind of like to have his name put on there as a kind of an ego thing, you know.
Yes, big egos, little. Never mind. Let's go.
Little fish.
Excuse me. I don't believe we have met.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tommy Moretti. This is Angus MacLeod.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Isaiah. This is Father Gabriel. And cross-pollinate, yes? All right.
Your father.
I've seen you play at the Salty Sponge or whatever it's called. The other Brillo Pound. That's right.
I guess I often get those two speakeasies mixed up.
Well, it's, America.
That's right. You should hear how he came to America. It's a wonderful tale.
No goats.
Oh,
You're
did
the
I ever tell you what happened with the goat? Oh, you were there. Oh, my memory these days. I'm sorry. There's no time for ghosts.
Dr. Lavant, why don't you tell us why we're here?
Right. Yes. And he opens the door this way, and he leads you into the New Hope and Fisher spiritual collection.
All right. Well, so this new collection was donated as he walked.
Is there any lighting in here at all?
It is dim, like it was outside, but you do see there's a set of switches on the wall that Dr. Lamar just kind of walks past.
Doctor, you want us to look at something in the dark?
Oh,
That's
right.
Do you
Would
mind?
you mind hitting
No,
that?
not at
Yes,
all.
Thank you. All right. Well, so this collection was donated by the New Hope Clinic for as their sort of buy-in to the museum. They want to be associated with us. I think it's not important. There's a publicity thing, I think. In any case, they donated this wonderful collection. It contains pieces from all over the world. We have statues from Sumer, and we have pottery from Knossos, and we have arrowheads from of the Black Forest, and pieces of genuine Ojibwe art. But it's from all over the world. They claim to have been collecting it just over the past year. But these pieces, as far as I can tell, and my fellow curators can tell, are fully legitimate, but they did not provide any provenance for these pieces at all. And further, they all, of course, it's a spiritualism collection, so they all have an air of mystique, that connection with the other side, etc. And so I'd wonder that you all have your own set of expertise. You might tell me if you know anything about these pieces. That's why I brought you here.
Very well. I rolled a psychology check to see if he feels off like he did the other day.
Oh, did you now?
Yes, I did.
Well, I will tell you that yes, I am feeling very off.
No, he's you can tell he's even more scatterbrained than he was when he came to give you the invitations. He's going off on tangents. He's even wanting to talk about a ram now, not just the goat. No, he's talking about these pieces, and as he's speaking about these, as he's telling you about these pieces that are in the collection, he's like flitting from one to another. He's not going into detail about any of them. As you look around this room, it's about, 20 by 15 feet, right? So relatively large. And all of the pieces, there are paintings on the walls. There are what appear to be pedestals with objects on them. There are statues. Everything is covered in canvas.
Doctor, is there something specific that you wanted us to look at?
Well,
I feel
yes.
like when you came and saw the father and I the other day, that there was something specific you had in mind.
Well, all of the pieces are disturbing, but there's one in particular that I wanted your views on. And he starts walking towards the far corner of the room. Please, it's over here. And he appears to be walking towards a statue covered in canvas. It's from the ground to the top about 8 feet tall. And he walks up to it and he says, "Everybody, come in close here. It's the details that really are getting to me. Excuse me, I must have drank too much.
You don't say.
I do say." And he grabs the canvas and he swipes it down. Now, you all know that he's been the curator of the Cleveland Museum of Art since its founding. And before that, he had a long professional career as a curator. And that would generally imply that he would be careful with works of art, right? He would know how to properly handle them, and he would not just randomly tear canvas off of them for fear of damaging the piece, right?
Mhm.
But he does so in this case. Tears it down, and what you see before you will trigger our first sanity roll for this game.
I'm ready.
My favorite thing are sanity rolls. All right, what do we got?
I have 42 out of 80.
82 out of 75.
Wonderful.
59 out of 70.
Nice. Roll a 1. Okay. All right.
Yay me.
That's
That's the worst time. There could have been more important other
So-
places.
the three of you as he tears down this canvas. What you see before you is a strange figure. It is pitch black. A kind of shiny, almost obsidian-like stone, but without the whorls and gloss that obsidian carries. It is, however, not so dark that you can't see detail. It appears to be a figure of kind of almost gorilla-esque stature. It's hunched over. It's got these big, enormous forearms set into the ground, chest puffed out, and the face is like some kind of deformed ant, insectoid in some fashion. But it's almost like somebody's just really bad at sculpting to a certain extent. Because you can tell that everything's just out of proportion. It looks like maybe it was supposed to be a person, maybe it was supposed to be some mythological figure, and they just didn't get it right. Now, you look at Lavard, and he's looking at this thing, and he took a couple steps back, and he's averting his gaze. And the three of you, you're not quite sure why he's showing this to you, because this is not art. It's just
This
ugly.
is hideous.
It's like a child was trying to make a figure out of clay. Mr. Moretti,
Yes.
you see the statue, and you see a similar figure, the hunched over creature, enormous forearms, but you can see more detail than your fellows. There are fine cuts, fine etchings into the forearms, over the shoulders, all around the figure that you can tell are almost like just the finest of hairs, and they seem to shift and move as you look at it. This black stone is not stone to you, but chitin.
Sorry.
It makes a strange noise as you look at
Thank
it.
you.
No,
Thank you.
this
Thank you, Father.
insectoid head doesn't just appear static, it's looking at you. And as you blink, you swear that the mandibles move. The whole figure, of course, is 8 feet tall, and as you're staring at it, you hear a creaking of stone
shifts. The light that Angus flipped on, they seem to dim, and a foul stench fills your nostrils. Something like rotten earth and leaves that have been left to ferment under winter snows. And I would like you to please take 4 points of sanity damage.
That's harsh. I'm gonna step back from him and be like, ah!
Alright. So the three of you, you're looking at this weird thing, and then this guy next to you is
It's ugly.
I
But
take
it's not
that off
that
of what I
bad.
have, right?
So remove that from your current sanity.
Okay, so that goes down to 70.
Correct. So leave the 75 where it is, and then next to it write the 75. Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's just an ugly gorilla ant. I don't even know what this thing is.
Cornelius is averting his gaze, but he sees Tommy take a step back. So you see it.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
See what? I see an ugly ugly statue.
Is it looking at me?
No, it is looking at me.
How much whiskey has the two of you had tonight?
I don't drink.
I beg to differ.
Now, when you say it's looking at you, he turns back.
Oh no, don't do that.
And you see him make it even. Okay. All right. Well, and he actually moves up closer to the statue, hesitatingly.
What are you doing?
It's all right. It's all right. Just stay still. Now, it's a rather strange interaction. How do you all react to this? Apart from, how much have you been drinking?
I feel like you're all, the two of you are on something.
No. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. It appears to be attending to Tommy here, so you all can move closer. I've noticed in my study, in my observations, that it can only focus on one person at a time. Yes.
So look at Tommy. All right, no one. So I'm like,
I'm just staring at this thing.
so I go, Tom, tell me what you see.
I pull my gun.
You brought a gun into the museum?
I sure freaking did.
All right. This guy that the two of you have never met before pulls a gun.
I'm pointing at this thing.
What the shit are you doing?
I actually look at you and go, Tommy, what's going on?
That thing's alive.
You turn to look at it. It's not moving. It's just yelling.
Yeah, I think you might be touched.
Yeah, maybe the devil's lettuce.
Nah,
Perhaps a little of the China white.
Hold on.
And Cornelius walks up to the statue and he puts his hand up. All right.
Does it do anything when he touches it?
As he touches it, you blink, and it's just a statue. Now, its form doesn't change to you. You can still see those fine details, but it seems frozen now.
Perhaps you put the gun away, boy.
So Cornelius said
put it
something.
away
Asked him if he saw it.
slowly.
So the two of them see something. The three of us don't.
It's all right. It's all right now. I think she's looking at you. You see you put the gun away.
Yeah.
It stopped moving. Okay. All right. Come closer. Feel.
I do not move closer.
All right. He says come closer, but you don't move closer to the three of you. Come closer.
I move closer to Cornelius and I put my hand on his shoulder.
Yes. Feel the material. This is not stone. Feel it. It's too smooth. Ah! What was that for?
Cornelius,
Yes.
you're talking nonsense.
No, feel it. Feel it. It's not stone. It's.
I lean in closer to
You see these fine details. And you look at it, this ugly ass statue.
I lean in to see if I see these details at all.
No, nothing.
I touch it.
It does feel strange.
Does it feel like anything I've encountered before, or anything to my knowledge?
As you run your hands across it, I don't suppose you have any. Well, you can roll natural world. You can do knowledge, zoology, or not knowledge, science zoology. you give me a hard education roll?
Let's go with the hard education.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty
So
sure
you
the
reach over
natural
to touch it.
world-
You're holding onto his shoulder. Give me a psychology roll if you will. And Lou, so he's put his gun away. What are you doing?
I'm asking him to describe what he sees.
I tell him exactly what I see. The pincher's moved. It turned and looked at me. It's got these stuff all over its arms and shoulders.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch
Fine
that.
hairs.
I mean, just gonna go with the air of caution.
Sure. Okay, so you're going to stay back a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a 26 out of 30.
So
Nice.
obviously this is not his normal behavior,
Yes.
right? But what you can tell is that it's not. He seems rational in a certain way. If you follow what he's saying, he's like, this thing is looking at him. It's not stone. It feels like a different material. Like it feels natural, or it feels alive.
Flesh.
And so, no, come feel it. Come feel it. It's fine.
I'm not touching that.
He doesn't have that the crazy eyes that you've seen from some of your flock before they go off the deep end, right? But he is not
I mean, like,
himself.
is he manic?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I rolled also a 26. That's a 6, right? That's not, yeah.
So it's a hard success for you?
Yes, so this is a hard success.
It does it feels kind of like when you were a kid,
Yeah.
as kids do. You would go around, play in the mud, right?
Oh,
go into the wilderness.
I was waiting for you to
of
go
Scotland.
somewhere.
The heat, right? I think that's the thing. And
Okay.
you'd pick up bugs. There's some large beetles, right? And that the feel of this statue, it feels like a beetle's shell.
It feels like...
And it's as you run your hands across it, you do now start to notice there are little divots, little cuts in it that you couldn't see from farther away.
What exactly, like, when you say there's cuts in it, like?
Just very fine. It's almost like somebody was tracing details into the statue, and you can't see them as you look at it. But maybe it's just because it's black on black, right? It's just the material is pitch black, and it's hard to see details.
I guess it's a good thing I learned Braille from the blind guy earlier.
Only if you need to go find your wife.
Yeah.
Now you see, this piece, it doesn't align with any system of belief, any faith that I have ever encountered, and so I'd hoped that some of you may have seen this. Perhaps it's a forgery. Perhaps it's
Is there
it's a
I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
I lost my train of thought. No. Perhaps it's something you've heard about in your circle, some strange individual following. I'm not certain. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how it got here. Then the New Hope Clinic brought it, and it's frankly disturbing.
There's no placard on there? I mean, it's an art exhibit. I would assume there's a placard.
Oh, yes, that's right.
What is the name of this thing?
You said it came from the New Hope Clinic?
Yeah.
Yes, this whole exhibit was donated by them.
This reminds me. He didn't know he did that.
But my money's on the dart.
And so
He says, yes, there is supply. I only have what they gave us, but it says here, Omusa.
I'm sorry?
Mufasa?
Omusa, the watcher in the dark.
Oh, Jesus.
It's as far as the New Hope Clinic says, they claim it is from the 5th century BC, a native Indian tribe from up in Canada.
Which tribe would that be?
They say it is from the Ojibwe, but I've seen works from the Ojibwe. We have an Indian exhibit in our museum, a very extensive one, and we have some Ojibwe artifacts there, and there's nothing to reflect this type of
this type of sculpture, and there's these fine details, and of course you look right at them, you don't see fine details, though you can feel them as you run your hand
Can
across.
I roll an archaeology check to see if the Omusha is a word I've heard before?
Sure, you certainly can.
Is there?
Nope.
Do you have anything in that?
Aside from
I have 21, yeah.
the approved works, how about in the not approved works?
Of
Maybe the Apocrypha.
so this sounds like an occult work to me. Have you delved into hidden knowledge and secrets?
When other people weren't looking.
Oh no.
Jesus is always watching, Father.
Is that a 91?
It is.
Okay, so I got a 91 out of 65.
So,
It's not a crit.
would you like to push the roll?
Yes, actually I would.
So, what are you doing differently?
So,
Before you had your hand on Dr. Labard's shoulder, and you were looking at the statue,
Boy.
and you heard his explanation.
I think it isn't just necessarily the subject of it, but the title of it. Remembering the Watchers, remembering the old ones.
I'm going to say you need a little bit more. So maybe you walk over and you also touch the statue. Maybe you have to, because he's talking about these details, but you don't see him. Maybe you need to get in closer. Okay.
I'll accept that.
And so maybe this tactile sensation will stoke your memories. So give me a good lot.
Out of 65, right? 43.
Sounds like a success to me. So as you run your hands over the statue,
Is that a check mark?
it is. Oh no,
No,
I'm sorry,
it's
not when you push a roll. Sorry, get that pen out of your hand. You run your hands over the statue, and you also start to feel these etchings, the blemishes in the piece that you couldn't see from further away as you run your hand over it. It's kind of strange because the feeling in your hands does not match the image in your head from when you're looking at it, right? But as you run your hands over and you feel these little hair-like lines, the slight warmth that kind of emanates through the skin of the statue. You don't recognize this term, the name Omusa, but you do recall something about a watcher in the dark. It's on the tip of your tongue. It's something to do with Egypt. There are old sects from when the Roman Empire was still around, right? That old, right?
Oh.
Nearing, well, I guess it would be nearing maybe 2nd century or so.
Okay.
Leftovers. I think by then they'd started to pull back a little bit, but it's from around that era. An ancient Egyptian sect that trucked with these watchers in the dark. You're not quite sure what the figure represented, but they were something about a seal. You'd have to go back and do more research if you really wanted to, but it's something about a seal and 2nd century Egypt. Something. It tweaks something in your mind. Now the two of you got your hands on the statue, right? I would like you to give me spot hidden rolls. All right. While this is happening, you just sort of stood back, right? And you're not having nothing to do with that statue.
I don't want to get any closer to it.
What is Blue doing? Are you doing the same, or?
Well, I'm not touching it, but I do want to make an occult roll.
Absolutely.
3.
A 3.
Bravo, that's extreme, ain't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
Here we go.
So you have heard of something called a amasu. Now your family comes from Louisiana, right? So you've heard of this thing from your grandmother, who heard it from her grandmother, who'd heard it from a Cajun from down in the swamps of Louisiana. They talked about this Amasu as almost like a Loa-like figure, a spirit, not quite a guardian, but a powerful creature that could be reasoned with, bargained with. That's what you recall.
All right. So I tell everybody in the room, we need to back away from this thing.
I immediately start backing away.
Oh
And
no!
my hand is back on my gun. I'm like, Blue.
I think we
What?
made it.
Meanwhile, the father and I are like, "This is fine. What are you talking about?"
Yes. How did we do in our spotted?
I rolled a 66 out of 60.
Okay, so it's a fail. Did you want to spend any luck? I'm going to say that this is not something you enacted yourself, so I'm not going to let you push this. There's not really anything you could do differently because you don't know what.
No,
to
I
do.
don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, I would assume that. No,
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
just like, I don't know. It's weird.
You gonna?
If I had
How
seen
did you
something
do?
different, I would say yes.
I mean, I don't know this.
Your
guy
spot hidden.
from Adam.
Your spot hidden.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
73 out of 50.
Would you like to spend 23 points of luck?
Sure.
That's fine. Okay. All right. It's interesting. Actually, so you say we should
Yeah.
back off,
Mhm.
basically, and so you start backing off, and you put your hands.
Right, my
Back
hand's
up on
back
the
on the gun.
Yeah. And the two of you would see this happen. What would be your immediate reaction? Your hands on the statue, and from next to you, you can hear, "Oh no, oh dear."
Dr. Lavard, what's the problem?
And as you say that, you feel something move underneath your palm. Kind of itching sensation, almost like you rubbing your hand over fresh cut grass. You feel the same sensation running across your palms.
I pull my hand away.
As you pull your hand back, you look up and you see that the head of this statue has become more detailed. It's turned to look at you. You hear a... You, I presume, start to look around. You look down at your hands, you look up, you see this statue's turned away from you, is looking down at Father Gabriel, and the lights cut out. I would like you two to roll sand.
Buddy. Roll good, guys.
31 out of 80, sir.
Okay.
65 out of 80.
All right. Sorry, one moment, please. All right, so you succeeded and you
Succeeded.
Okay. All right. The lights cut out. Maybe that was just a figment of your imagination.
Nope.
Maybe that edge between darkness and light caused a little flicker. And the lights come back on, and two things happen. First, from out in the hall, you hear a shit. And second, you look over, and the foot-tall pedestal upon which the statue sat is now empty.
The gun is out.
You pull your gun out.
Yes.
All of you look around.
Yeah.
And there's all 4 of the people in this room start looking around.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
You
Where's
said
the doctor?
4. Where's the Dr. Lavard?
Was that scream sound like
You
him?
look around.
I mean,
Dr.
it sounded
Lavard
like
is
Trixie. I wasn't sure.
Nowhere to be seen.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Kill my girl already, man? What?
Hatchet's out.
I don't know.
Hatchet? You put that hatchet?
God, my prison wallet.
Prison wallet, my friend. Hatchet's always under the hat, actually.
Did you really bring a hatchet to the museum?
Yeah. I don't leave home without it.
All right. I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bring out my crucifix.
All right.
Maybe that.
Did you hide a shotgun up your hat or something?
I pull an Abrams tank out of my rectum. Straight out of my rectum. We're going to drive this thing through the whole museum. No, I do have my 45 on me and my blackjack. That's what I carry.
Blackjack. I don't think the blackjack's gonna help.
Again, you brought
Hey,
these
listen, I have 2 hands.
to the museum.
I'm a detective of Scotland Yard. I'm not an idiot.
You've been fired from Scotland.
I don't mean I gave up my gun.
And I'm a mobster, so yeah, that gun.
Second Amendment. I mean, if you would have said he pulled out his Tommy gun, I'd have been like, well, that's a little different.
Well,
It's hard to
technically,
hide that.
any gun he
I mean,
pulls
it's
out
all
is
fine.
a gun.
5-ish Thompson.
So all of you pull out your arsenals.
I pull out the goat.
No, I'm gonna pull up my blackjack first because I'm not sure what's going on. I just know that this thing's gone, and I'm gonna have something in my hand.
All right. So the statue is gone. Lavard is gone.
Did the scream sound like him? Was it male,
You
female?
can give me a listen roll if you like.
That's not a problem, sir. I'll gladly do that for you.
I don't know if I can assist with that.
No, but you need to listen roll of your own.
Okay, very good.
That is a 44 out of 40.
A listener?
No, I'm not using it anymore.
62 out of 65. I'll take it.
I might
Hey, Father Gabriel, good at listening. You know, so it's an important skill.
I might need that luck.
I did not hear. I heard it, but I just don't know who.
Father Gabriel, you don't think that was Lavard.
Okay.
That voice was too high, maybe feminine, maybe a younger man. Yes, you do get a check mark.
Hey,
You said a younger man?
And by that I mean like 16, 17 years old. 1920s, right?
Puberty.
Timmy.
Timmy and
That's not
puberty.
far from me. I'm only 23.
As you look around, you're able to clock Lavard is not here. You all look at each other and note that you all are here, and the lights go out again. And they stay out. It is pitch black in this room.
I pull out my lighter.
So you pull out your lighter, and you strike it, and this small flickering flame forms in front of you. Now, all of you can now see Angus in this dark, dusky orange light. What do you do?
Dr. LeVar, where are you?
Make your way to the door.
So
We're still standing close to the pedestal.
you are.
I look at the pedestal.
So you take this light and you lean down towards the pedestal. You turn around and it's not hard. It's, you know where the door is. You just turn 180 and walk that way, right? Hands out in front of you, or one hand out in front of you, one hand on the axe, I assume.
You say
You're looking at
I
the
said,
pedestal.
let's go
What do you
through
do?
the door.
Praying.
You start praying.
out loud. I'm
Okay.
going to start following Blue because he said, let's go.
Okay. All right. So the two of you go back towards the door. So you start looking down at the pedestal. You may give me a spot hidden roll. You eventually come to the door after taking a few steps. What
That
do you
is a
Look outside.
So you crack the door open. Take a look outside. This hallway is dimly lit. It's this dull orange of a dying incandescent bulb. It flickers a little bit before getting a little stronger and then dimming back down from these lights that line the hall.
No people.
You don't see any people. Do you hear? You hear. Give me another list. What'd you get?
I've got a 31, but is it worth spending? Is this
21.
one of those instances would be worth spending a point of luck to get a hard success?
I will say there's no need for you to spend.
Okay, then I will take the normal success.
Could I also listen since I'm going with them here for people?
Yeah. Is that a success for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
20 on 35. So.
What do we got? Brian?
There's a. Where am I? Listen. Nope, that's a 69 out of 40.
You hear prayers from behind you.
I bet.
So, for the listening, from somewhere down the hall, you do hear a strange, like, shuffling noise, like somebody's scraping boots against the marble floor, kind of. But you can't see anything. Now, you do recall, right, down at the far end of the hall, there is a door that leads back into the ballroom. There was a hallway that led to the north. And along this hall, there are multiple doors. You're not sure if it's coming from one of these rooms, from the ballroom, from the hallway. You hear movement. Now you're looking down at this pedestal, and a couple things of note. The pedestal itself is white marble, right? You don't see any flecks of material on it, so no like black dust that might match the statue. You don't see any dust or anything leading away from the pedestal. Are you looking for anything else specifically?
I'm just trying to determine what kind of trickery is going on here.
So you wave your hand over the pedestal to make sure there's nothing invisible.
I poke at it.
Poke at it. You start twisting the corners to make sure there's no like secret compartments.
Yes.
You don't see any. You don't find anything of note other than that. It appears that there's no dust, there's no powder, there's no streaks or anything like that. You pray very successfully.
Thank you.
Father, I suggest we...
You well?
I didn't...
Is there anything else?
I don't know why I did that, sorry.
What was that weird woman's voice?
I don't know. This thing is silent.
They're in the walls.
Well, shit. Father, I think we should make our exit. I didn't see Dr. Lavard in here. I'm not sure he's here. As well as the statue, I'm very perplexed. I don't know what's going on, but I think it will be our best interest if we went back to the door to see if he ran out like a scary little coward.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably a really good idea.
And you can keep praying, Father.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that
let's
as well.
Keep going. Yeah.
So you keep praying under your breath or out loud?
No, we're at the out loud stage.
I see.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're doing. Are you yelling or is it like a normal talking pace?
I think we're all talking.
Okay.
I think I'm still trying to understand or try to fathom what's happening.
Okay. All right. So the two of you then, I presume, go towards the door.
Yes,
Now,
I have the lighter, so we can see where we're going.
we've got the lighter. It's open now, so there is the dim light coming in from the hallway. You can see where it is. It kind of you can see the silhouettes of Tommy and Blue.
Is there any other lights, like, back towards the ballroom, or is it just...
Well, so there's only the one hallway, right? So as you approach the door, there's all four of you there at this point, and there's this long hall with the flickering, varying luminescence of these incandescent bulbs lining the hall. You see there would be two doors on the left-hand side. One of them, goes back to the ballroom. One of them, you recall, is the classical art section. On your right-hand side, there are another two doors and, an open hallway at the far end.
So as I personally exit the one room that we're in, I'm going to look to see if I see or anything
You look out
on the ground.
On the ground.
On the ground.
All right, so you're looking at the ground. What are you doing? Now, you heard the shuffling noise.
Which direction, left or right? North, towards the north hallway or towards the ballroom?
I would say that the best you're able to determine is that it's coming from the end of the hall, probably.
The north hall, towards the north.
This would be back towards back towards the ballroom. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're looking down at the ground. You're praying, of course, but are you doing anything else?
Yeah, did I see the light switch for in the room?
Yes.
I'd like to try that.
Okay, so you go to flick the switch,
Yes.
and there's a brief flash of light, and then it goes dark again, and you hear a loud, and then the clinking of glass as it falls to the floor.
Okay. So,
What are we doing?
I put my hand on Blue's shoulder and I go, Blue, Trixie's out there, and I run.
Starts running down the hall. You now hear louder footsteps.
louder than... Oh,
No.
okay. We'll follow him.
All right, so you run after him?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lights burst, right? Tinkling of glass. These two, he says something about a Trixie or something like that, and these two go running down the hall. You're looking down, right?
Yes, I mean, I could only assume that there's a grand ball and it's a celebration, that they probably buffed the floors pretty well, that the
Absolutely.
scuff marks would definitely show up if something was being dragged.
Absolutely. And you see no scuff marks.
Well, shit. I must think.
As you begin thinking, these two go running down the hall. And you hear a bursting sound behind you.
And I just kind of, okay.
So you go running down the hall, habit flapping in the wind. No,
No, I was just like speed walking towards him.
Speed walk.
Yeah.
What,
right.
what was that, Father?
That was the light.
you see 3-pound weights appear in his hands as
He's mall walking the shit out of this museum.
What's a mall?
There was malls back then, just not the way we think of malls. Well, shit. They all seem to be going in the same direction.
Angus, it's time to go.
I'm thinking I need to... Where did Dr. Lamard go?
So as these three have reached the end of the hall.
Jesus Christ.
They're halfway down.
The goat did it.
I'm walking with my lighter.
So you're just walking by? Okay. So,
I'm in no hurry. I don't know what the big deal is.
so the
The
three of
lights
you
went out.
reach the end of the hall. He's about a good 60 feet behind you. You're in the hall. There's the door to the ballroom on your left, and there is a long hallway that stretches out to your right, towards the north. Here, the lights stretch about halfway down the hall, you think, based off of what you saw before, and then there's darkness, just sort of a shadowy. The rest of the hall is shrouded in shadows.
Now, does that include with me holding the lighter?
You're 60 feet that way.
Oh, all right. Then that's fair.
What do we do?
Like, I'm not running.
We go to the ballroom. Okay, so the door's right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you throw open the door to the ballroom. And as the door opens, you stumble forward. There's like a pulling sensation. And the two of you, I would like to roll dexterity.
40. Or 4. Sorry, 4.
Out of
55.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
You said dexterity?
Yep.
I have is that 30?
Yep.
30 out of 55.
Okay, so success. So you fall into the store, and the two of you feel the floor like almost sliding out from underneath you. So you take a couple quick steps back and steady yourselves, but it feels like gravity has shifted. Like down is now forward, and as you fall through the door, you drop. The door is hanging open above you. The walls, your surroundings, all this sort of swirling opalescent color. As you fall forward, you can see shapes ahead of you, and after a second or two, you see that they start forming into those people. Is that you see a ball gown and a tuxedo, and yes, those are people. There's a tinkling sound all around you that's kind of rattling in your head, and you slam down onto the ground. You look up, and you realize you're lying on your back in the ballroom, and so are all of the attendees. They're lying on the ground. eyes closed, asleep. Sit back up. At first, you give me a sanity roll. And you see there's Blue, there's Father Gabriel standing in the doorway, but all around you the ballroom is silent. There are people all over the floor as if they just suddenly collapsed to the ground. You'll be together. Actually, you know what? Don't tell me. You can tell me next time, because here is where we're ending tonight.
Well,
thank you all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you liked it. Regardless, have a good night. All right.
Stop running.
Oh, man.
And you're just still walking down.
I'm still walking down the hallway, you pansies.
No, I'm sorry. What? You want me to read these? All right, I guess I'm. All original content by Roleplay Repeat. The TTRPG system used is Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition by Chaosium. You can find exclusive merchandise at nerdyteco.com. That is nerdyteeco.com. All music provided by Zombieman1793. And we'd like to say a very special thanks to our family and our friends. Thank you for putting up with us. I mean, all your support. And no giant, cosmic, supernatural, cephalopod-headed humanoids were harmed in the making of this video. At least for now, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. Good night.